Good morning, everybody. I've never done a live video before, so bear with me because I'm just winging it. But every time I tried to upload a video that was any length of time to Facebook, it just would not work. So we are just going to go with the flow this morning. So I wanted to come on and do just a full face tutorial with you guys. You get to see me in all my glory this morning. I'm really tired. Both of the kids just took over our bed last night. And I don't know what it is about kids, and they do not know how to sleep normal in a bed. I don't know why they always feel like they need to sleep horizontally, so then everybody gets kicked out of bed or rib kicked all night, which is what happened to us. So mommy needs coffee this morning. Anyways, I wanted to come on and introduce y'all to the products, show you how they work. I'm going to do, there's so many different techniques and ways that you can put this product on. But I'm going to do what I think is probably the most beginner friendly way. So if you are intimidated by makeup or makeup application, then this is probably the best way for you to start out and just kind of get your feet wet with the makeup. So this is the compact. I love this design. It's really pretty. It's like charcoal gray and gold specks. But this is the palette 8. It's a double decker. So in the top layer, I have my main highlight. So this is what you would consider to be like your regular foundation color. This is my brightening highlight, which would be like your concealer color. This is my contour. My bronzer is down here. I have a couple of lip and cheeks. All of our lip and cheeks can be used as blush or lipstick. And then in the bottom layer, I have the Vanilla Dust setting powder. I have another shade of contour, another lip and cheek. This one's really fun. It looks a little scary, but it's really fun. I'll show you. And then a couple of eyeshadows that I really like. But this isn't the smallest palette, but this is like a step up, which I feel like this is a really good size just for like everyday makeup. Anyways, so let's just dive right in. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my main highlight color. Again, this is going to be what you would consider to be like your foundation. So you are going to go in the areas that you would normally just want that regular color. So just middle of your forehead, on your cheeks, chin, down here on your jawline, and right there. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my brightening highlight. So like your concealer, you're going to want to put this in areas where the light naturally hits your face. So between your brow bones, where you need to brighten. So for me this morning, it is definitely under the eyes. One of these days we'll be able to sleep alone in our bed. Just not those days right now. Down the middle of your nose, under your chin, Cupid's bow. I like to place a little along my jawline because your contour is going to go right here. So I feel like it just kind of helps to make it pop a little more. And then between your brows. Okay, now we're going to go in with the contour shade. Your contour is going to add shadow and dimension to your face. So you're going to want to go from the top of your ear, just place your finger there, and then just drag it under your brow bone, or not your brow bone, your cheekbone. You don't want to go too far in, just a little ways in, like halfway in. So top of the ear, drag it under your cheekbone. Your contour is going to be different from your bronzer. Because it's meant to add shadow to your face, it's going to be more of an ashy cool tone, whereas your bronzer is going to warm up your face. So you'll see the difference here in a minute when I do my bronzer. So go along your hairline. I like to contour my nose. That's a personal preference. You don't have to contour your nose if you don't want to. Personally, I like contouring my nose to give it a little dimension because I don't really have dimension in my nose. And then just along your jawline. So that's that. You can, at this point, add your blush in right here. Personally, I like to just do my highlight colors, my contour, and then add my blush on top because I like my blush to just really pop. I don't really like it to kind of get blended away. So we're going to go ahead and blend this out first, and then we'll work on bronzer and blush. So you're going to go in circular motions and just buff this out. I like to buff the highlight colors first. That way they stay nice and bright. I'm using our, this is the blush and bronzer brush. This is a really good, in my opinion, a really good starter brush because you can pretty much use it for your entire face. I do use it for my entire face most days. So there's a lot of other great brushes if you wanted to add to your collection, but if you wanted to just get one brush to start off with, this is a great one. And it comes in a bundle with the bronzer of your choice. And to me, the bronzer is just a must. So I highly recommend getting a bronzer. So if you do a bronzer, I would recommend getting the bundle so you can get this brush. And then you're kind of good to go to start with the makeup. But it blends out really, really easily. It's cream based, so it's super creamy. And easy to blend out. There's really no making mistakes with this makeup. So it's very beginner friendly. I know a lot of people can be intimidated by it, but there is no need. You can't make mistakes. There's so many different ways that you can put this on based on your skill level and what you're comfortable with and what you're looking for. And if you do make a mistake, you can always go in with a different color and correct. So I like to think of it as we are not playing with Sharpies on our face, we're playing with erasable pencils. So don't be afraid to get in there and just play with it. Okay. So once you have your highlights blended out, then you're going to go in and blend out your contour. Make sure that you get that jawline really good because nobody likes a harsh line on their jaw. That was my thing when I first started like doing makeup on myself in like junior high. Like everybody had like the stark line of where your foundation was, and then your neck would be white. Nobody cared. It was a really cute look back then, wasn't it? Excuse me, I need a tissue. This change in season always gets me. Okay. So with contour, you also want to make sure that you are not dragging it down, that you are just keeping it lifted up. So if you notice my contour, I'm just blending up in circular motions. Okay. So like I said, if you feel like you made a mistake, like if you feel like you drug your contour down too far, you could always just add a little more of your highlight shade down here and just clean it up. So don't be afraid of this stuff. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go in, I have my highlight, my contour all blended out. I'm going to go in with my bronzer now. So you'll see the difference between contour and bronzer. So you don't need a lot of the bronzer. I'm just going to dab it in a couple of times. And then you're just going to buff that where your contour went. So you're going to go below your contour on your forehead and then above your contour on your cheekbones. And that is just going to help warm up your face. So this is going to give you that nice sun-kissed look, which I could definitely use right now. Oh, I'm so sick of rainy Alabama weather. We had like a few nice days of fall, I swear. And then now it's just going to rain and be gloomy and depressing. So I'm sorry for my crappy lighting. It's just gloom and doom here. Okay, so hit that bronzer where you kind of naturally, the sun would sun kiss your face. Okay. Now we're gonna go in with the lip and cheeks. So I have a few pretty colors in here. So these are more my just kind of nude colors. This one is called nude. This one's called sandstone. I actually mix these two a lot, and it's really pretty together. This one has been my surprise factor. So this is, I think this one's called Royal. Yeah, this one's called Royal, and it looks super dark in the tin. This is one of the gloss lip and cheeks. And when I first got this, I was like, ooh, that's way too dark for me. But I was so wrong. So don't judge these tins by how they look until you put them on. You don't need that much to start with. I literally just dabbed it in a couple of times. You can always build up. And I don't have that much on my brush, if you can see. You can always build up. So I like to start off with just a minimal amount because it goes on really pigmented. But Royal is just like a really pretty natural flush. I love that. There are a ton of gorgeous lip and cheek colors. They come in 3 different like glosses. So there's full gloss like this one. This one's full gloss. There's semi-gloss, which is, I think there's only a couple in that collection. And then there's like a satin finish, which is more matte. They're all really, really pretty. So the ones that I have in the top of my palette, those are the matte ones. Those are satin. So just depending on what finish you're going for, there are so many new ones that just dropped that are gorgeous. I have one of them coming. I think it'll be here next week. I'm really excited about it. And I got a few other colors too. All right. So I love this color. It's just like super natural flush. I'm heavy-handed with blush, so it's just really all dependent on your personal preference, but I am a blush gal. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with some setting powder. This is the Vanilla Dust setting powder. I really like this. I've always had to set my under eyes, that's not a question. But I've never been one to set my full face. I have really, really, really dry skin. And so every setting powder that I used just made me look really dry and just dull and haggard. And it did not make my skin feel good either. So I never liked using them on my full face. I would always just use them on under my eyes. I also like to go over my eyelids and my brows because it just helps my shadow and my brow powder to go on a lot better. But anyways, this setting powder is really, really light, but it just gives you a nice, like, flawless finish and really helps to give your makeup some staying power. And it does not feel drying on my skin whatsoever, so I really have enjoyed using this. But how pretty is that? It just kind of like blurs everything out. Okay. So I would definitely recommend doing like your T-zone area, especially if that's where you tend to get a little oily. You want to set it with something. Okay. So that's that. I'm going to go in and do my shadow. I'm just going to go really simple today. But the colors I have in here, this is Cafe. This is a really pretty, see that a little better. It's just a really pretty neutral brown color. And then this is Lullaby. Lullaby is like a matte mauve purpley color. It's really, really pretty. So I'll do Lullaby today. And I'm just gonna go in with a lullaby to my crease. The thing that I love about these eyeshadows is that you can create whatever palette you want, so you can choose whatever colors you want and just not have any waste. I'm used to buying your big, expensive, like Tarte, Urban Decay, all of those. And I spent all of this money, and I'll show you. I think I maybe used like I've had this for I don't know how long, and you can tell like 1, 2, 3 colors I maybe go into. Like half of these, more than half of these I don't use. So the thing I love about these shadows is that you can create your own palette. So there is zero waste, which is nice because those palettes like Tarte are not cheap at all. And the other thing I love about these shadows is that there is zero fallout. Normally I would not want to do my eyeshadow after doing my face and doing my under eyes because I have to deal with shadow fallout, like even with these expensive ones. And I do not have to worry about that with this. It goes on so nicely. It blends out really pretty. But they're just really nice, and there are so many shades to choose from. They have shimmer shades, they have matte shades, they have straight up glitter shades, and then there's a few cream eyeshadows too that they have. I tend to just gravitate towards matte colors. I don't know why. But they have a lot of really pretty shimmer ones. I have a shimmer one coming next week, just to do on my lid. Okay. I love this color. It is so pretty. Okay. I am gonna do a little bit of liner. I used to be like super heavy-handed with eyeliner, but I guess just as I've gotten older, it just doesn't look as good anymore. So I've really liked, I don't really use actual eyeliner anymore. I just go in with a either black or dark brown shadow, and it just kind of helps to define my eyes. Okay, so that's that. I don't have any brows on. I don't wake up with eyebrows. I'm one of those girls, those lucky girls. So this part will be kind of boring for those of you that don't have to deal with drawing on your eyebrows. It's just so much easier to put. I could have put on my eyebrows before doing makeup this morning, just so I had them done for you guys, but it's just so much easier to do your makeup without brows on. So I like to go in with a brow powder, just for me. It's a personal preference, but our eyeshadows work great as brow powders. You can also use your contour colors if you want more of like a pomade kind of look. I've just always preferred powder, and I am just trying to finish up my cheapy little CoverGirl brow powder. But the eyeshadows double really well. I'll probably try Oak for my brows. I'm always super jealous of the girls that get to wake up in the morning and just have brows on their face, because I swear a brow makes all the difference. And I don't know what it is about eyebrows, but they are the most annoying thing in the world to do. It is like the one part of my makeup routine that I absolutely hate. And I don't know why that is. I think it's just because it's not fun, and I get frustrated because they don't turn out the way that I want. They don't look exactly the same. And I know that my girls that have no brows feel me on this. So anyways, I'm just also not brave enough to do like the microblading that everybody is into. It just seems a little permanent to me, and plus I'm kind of cheap, so paying that kind of money to do my brows seems crazy to me, but they look nice. Okay, what's that saying? They're meant to be sisters, not twins. These are sister eyebrows, they're not twins. Okay. So there is that. I'm gonna go in with my mascara. I like to prime my lashes, so this is L'Oreal Voluminous Primer and then Maybelline Sky High. I absolutely hated Maybelline Sky High mascara when I first tried it. It would transfer on me really bad to where my eyelashes hit my brow bone. I would get transfer, and then if I put it on my bottom lashes, I would get like raccoon eyes after a couple hours. And then also it acted like a waterproof mascara. It was not waterproof, but it did not want to come off. Like I would be ripping out my eyelashes with my face wash trying to get it off, and it would not come off. And so when I added a primer to it, it changed everything. Like it comes off like it's supposed to now, and I don't have any transfer. So just a little tip, I didn't always have that issue with my mascara transferring on me. I don't know if like something changed in my skin as I got older. But if that's something that you are struggling with, then I highly suggest trying a lash primer because it's worked really well for me. I wanted to like this mascara so much, so I'm glad that I figured it out because I really like the formula and I like the brush on it. But I am a heavy mascara gal. It just makes all the difference in the world to me, but I swear to God I'll go to my grave with like 3 coats of mascara at least. It's really funny to watch yourself like do your makeup because you're like hypercritical of what you're doing, but every time I do my mascara now, I'm like super self-conscious because Bruce like came in one day and was like making fun of me. He's like, what is it with women? Like, why do they always feel the need to have their mouth hanging wide open when they do their mascara? And so now every time I do my mascara, I'm like trying to make sure that my mouth is shut. But men, I swear, I'm like, I don't know, dude, it just helps flatten out my face so I don't get hit it with my mascara wand. I really don't know why we open our mouths though, but we all do it. Okay. All right. So that's that. It's my full face of makeup. I did want to show you what they come in. So these are the tins that they come in. So you'll just pop them out like this, and they're magnetic. So you just pop them into your compact like that. So you can change them in and out. This is the color Mango. This is one of the highlights. For a lot of people, Mango acts as a really good color corrector too, like especially for like purples, like dark circles in your eyes. It can work really well. So but anyways, those are how the tins come. They're really pretty. You can also save your tins. So once you're done with them, you can save them, and you can kind of like, if you wanted to make your own lip and cheek, you could add a couple together and then melt them in the tins. So that's really fun. I saw that little tip and trick the other day and I was like, oh, definitely gonna try that. So anyways, that was that. I just wanted to come on and show you guys how the product works, how it goes on, and also to thank you ladies for liking this page and for supporting me. I really appreciate it. I'm very excited about these products. So if you have any questions, feel free to, you can private message me. But I'm here to help answer any questions you may have. Also make sure that you enter the giveaway because I'm really excited to give someone some swag on a couple of products that I really, really enjoy. So find that giveaway post in the group. It's really easy to enter. If you liked the page, you're already automatically entered. You have one entry. You can invite people for one additional entry per person that you invite. The big one is color matching. So if you submit a color match form with me, then you get 10 entries. So I'm going to be doing the drawing next Friday. So maybe I'll even, since I'm like a live pro now, maybe I'll hop on and do a live to do the giveaway. So we'll do something fun. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a wonderful Thursday, I think it is. My days are kind of just blurred together at this point. So I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. I hope that it's sunnier than where I'm at. I know my Alabama ladies are feeling my pain. I am sick and tired of this rain, and my kids are cooped up. So anyways, happy Thursday, ladies. Bye.